get this night underway here with our rookie division. Got Andrew Swiatek out there in the lead, and that number 2. Jackson Hazelou in second, that number 3. Get an eye on these numbers of the third and fourth place card here. The 77 card, which I don't have a name for. Swiatek continuing the lead in that number 2. That was his big sister that sang the national anthem to you. Now he's out here leading this race. Got the 69 card out there of Abel Overly as well. Swiatek's going to be looking at 2 laps to go in this first heat race, rookie division. He's got a challenge for second, that number 77. I can see the name Colton on the side of it. He was making the challenge and finds his way into the dirt bank, and we're going to have a caution. Make sure the mic is on when it's supposed to be on and off when it's supposed to be off. We're back underway. And number 2, he's going to lead him down into 1. Colton Gamble in that number 77. He's second. Then number 3, Jackson Hazelou coming back to third. And Abel Overly right there in fourth with him in that number 69. They'll be looking at 2 laps to go again this time by. Andrew Swiatek looking strong tonight in that number 2. Second heat race for the rookies. You should be on the grid ready to go, followed by them junior ones. Junior ones, you need to be over there. White flag is in the air. Slowing down the back straightaway. Swiatek. I don't know if he thought the race was over already or what, but that's going to bring the number 3 to the lead, and Jackson Hazelou is going to be your winner. Abel Overly will be second, and the 77 of Colton Gamble will be third. Swiatek falling all the way to fourth on that one. got the second heat race for the rookies out here on the track now. Junior 1, you should be on the grid. Junior 1 on the grid. You're up next. Junior 2, you should probably be there as well. Getting them all lined up here. Flagman looking them over. Ready to get this thing underway. Luke Schlesiewicz is going to be on the pole. This is his first run here. They got it put together for him. 27, Ethan Schlesiewicz was your winner last week with a different look on it. Getting ready for some new graphics. Ethan Ward in the number 5 out there. And the 17.1 of Keaton Humphrey coming over to run with us for the first time tonight. Had his first run at Fruitland Park last week. He's ready to do some more racing, and he's out here running at the Bullring tonight. Up front, Luke Schlesiewicz is your leader. Brother Ethan right there behind him in the 27. Now, Ethan won here 2 weeks ago. He was a winner at Fruitland Park last weekend, original Speedway Park over there, and he's looking to go 3 races in a row. But he's got one in his way, and that's his brother. Junior 1, make sure you're at the grid and ready to go. Junior 1, make sure you're ready to go. Halfway home in this second heat race. Now, brother Ethan out front now. 2 laps to go. Luke still right there with him. Ethan Warden also right there in that number 5, waiting for any mistakes up front. White flag waving, second heat race. We got one in the dirt bank. It's Luke Schlesiewicz down there to see if he can get it spun around. The white flag was flying. Looks like he safely got it back out there. And we'll complete this final lap of your second rookie heat race. Ethan Schlesiewicz is going to be your winner in that number 27. This kid's on a roll lately. Second place is going to go to the number 5 of Ethan Warden. And coming back around, trying to get that third place. Not quite enough. The 17.1 of Keaton Humphrey will be third, and Luke Schlesiewicz will be 4th. Coming up next, we've got our Junior 1. Junior 1 coming up next. Now, all these junior races tonight are sponsored by Raging Bull Racing Engines. Raging Bull, they're not here with us tonight, but Brandon Bull won a feature race last week, or last race here. Donated the money right back. And following the same idea, Chris Grawl and Home Skillet Racing, they won their race, won $100, donated it right back as well last time. So all that money going to the kids, along with Quality Marine Surplus. They put in $100 as well. So these kids running for $50 to win tonight in their feature events. Got them all lined up out here. Junior 1, heat race number 1. Flagman says we need to slow them down a little bit, guys. Braden Richardson, his first run here with us, leading him around. He's got Parker Haley up there beside him. Flagman says we're going to stop him and have a little chitty chat with him. Got the 31 of Aiden Tyre out there as well. Lorelei Teague out there. She runs with us down there when we go down to Showtime Speedway, making the trip up here tonight to Marion County Speedway. She's been ready to do some racing. They won't be starting back up down there till the middle of June, so glad to have the Teague family with us tonight out here racing. Good luck to Lorelei in the number 20. Junior 1 heat race number 1 on the track now. Looks like they've got him to slow down. Flagman looking him over. Looks like we might be able to get a good start this time. Braden Richardson in that number 11 and Parker Haley on the front row. And we are green flag racing. Parker Haley was your winner last week. But Richardson, he's going to take the early lead. And Haley will start to hunt. Sizing up the competition, each one of them. We've got a side-by-side battle for the lead up front. Richardson and Haley. Haley took the look. He's looking back to the bottom again. A little bit of contact up off of turn 4. They're still side-by-side down the front straightaway. Haley's going to take the lead into 1. Little bit sideways in. Richardson pulls back up. Let's see if he can make the challenge. He's back on the bottom. He eases off a little bit. You can see him lift back there. We're halfway home. Richardson knows he's got something for him. Making his first laps here. Trying to learn the track a little bit. Haley's got a lot of experience. Parker Haley, your leader. At 31 of Aiden Tyre, still riding second. Or excuse me, third. We got side-by-side battle back there. We had a little bit of contact on the third place run. The 25C out there. I don't have a name for that one either. And I should know it because they introduced me to him. White flag, Parker Haley, heat race number 1, Junior 1s. Junior 2, you need to be over there and ready to go. Haley slided high. Checkered flag's going to be in the air. Richardson looking to the bottom. Haley's going to hold on for the win. Lorelei Teague getting around down there in turn number 1. Checkered flag was flying. Looks like Haley was first. Richardson was second. The 25C was third. Need to make sure Lorelei, it doesn't look like Lorelei had a neck brace on out there. We want to make sure we got our neck braces on. They issued the black flag there. All right, we're going to move on to the first heat race of the Junior 2s. Last week's winner, Zach Zachary in the 43, is on the pole for this one. Got his buddy Preston Arbogast right behind him. Well, no, Preston isn't behind him. Parker Haley's behind him. Preston's on the outside second row. Flagman looking him over. And we'll get this one not underway. That's a 23. The purple cart's a 23, a DW tire. Try to get him to keep pace right there. DW coming back to run with us again. Glad to have the tire family here, the entire tire family here with us tonight. So Zachary Tire, Haley, and Arbogast out there. First heat race of the Junior 2s. Flagman looking him over. Green flag is in the air. Zachary will lead him down into 1. Parker Haley right there with him. Arbogast in third, Tire to fourth. A little bit of tire squall in action. We were prepared for some rain today, didn't get it, so we didn't exactly throw a whole bunch of water down. So this track is a little different than what some of them are used to. Zachary's still out front in the 43. Haley won that last heat race. He's still right there running 2 divisions. He's bubble age. He's sideways. A little bit of contact between him and Arbogast. Everybody straightens it out, keeps them going. That allows Zachary to pull away a little bit. This Junior 2 division has been a pretty good one here ever since we got started with go-kart racing again here at the Bullring. Parker Haley looping it around up off of 4. Hands in the air. Looks like he might have stalled it. Needs someone to crank him up. Andy running over there, going to give him a crank. You wonder who's the one that makes this track so smooth. It's that man that just cranked him up over there in that orange shirt. That's our all-around man here at the track. Andy does a great job making sure this track is always smooth. So Haley will go to the back. Tire will move up to the 3rd position. Zachary will have Arbogast right there on his bumper. Second heat race, Junior 2, you need to be on the grid. Junior 3, you need to be there as well. And we're going to go green flag racing. Zachary leads them down into turn 1. He's going to be looking at 2 laps to go this time by. 2 laps to go. Junior 2, heat race number 1. Make sure you're on the grid. Junior 2, second heat race. And Junior 3s, you need to be over there. White flag, 1 more lap. Heat race number 1. These are your Junior 2s. Zachary stretching it out a little bit now. We got Parker Haley around off the back of turn 2, or off the top, or bottom of turn 2, but we're already on the white flag lap here. Zachary will take the win. Arbogast will be second. And we'll see who brings home third. Looks like it'll be DW Tire in the number 23, and Parker Haley trying to make a spin and come back there. He'll still bring it home in 4th. Coming up next, year's second heat race of the Junior 2 division. Going to be another good one in Junior 2s tonight. Junior 3, make sure you're at the grid. Junior 3, make sure you're at the grid. Just fall off.
Yeah, you're off the 20, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, we got our second heat race of Junior 2s out on the track now. Flagman looking them over, ready to turn this bunch loose as well. Randy Smith in that number 8 is going to go out front. Brody LeMayo there in the number 3 is second. Taylor Jones moving up to run Junior 2 this year in the 96. She's in third. Randy Smith clicking off some laps here. I'll give a mention too to the 85, but I don't have a name. I'll have to look that one up. Making a note. Randy Smith starting to pull away here in the Junior 2 division. halfway home. Randy Smith stretching it out on that number 8. Looks like they have hit a pretty good combination over there. LeMayo and Jones still running together in that battle for second. Junior 3, make sure you're at the grid. Junior 3, you are on the grid. You're up next. 2 laps to go. Junior 2, heat race number 2. Need the box stock 400. Box stock 400. Need to bring them over to the grid. Box stock 400. Bringing them to the grid. White flag in the air. Randy Smith in the number 8. Down through 3 and 4 one more time. The number 8 of Randy Smith will be looking at the checkered flag, and he will win the second heat race. In the Junior 2 division, Brody LeMayo will bring it home in second. Taylor Jones in third. And the number 85 will be your 4th place finisher. I believe that's Jaden Taylor in the 85. I've got an 8T up here, but we'll switch the number around. Coming up next, your Junior 3 division. Once again, all the junior divisions tonight are sponsored by Raging Bull Racing Engines and Brandon Bull. Brandon put up $100 towards the purses tonight. Home Skillet Racing. Chris Graw donated $100 as well. And Quality Marine Surplus. Quality Marine Surplus put up another $100 towards our kids' classes. That's Dan Donaldson over there and the Donaldson Racing crew putting another 100 in. So these kids will be racing for $50 to win. Pretty good money when you're a kid. Junior 3 heat race number 2. Hannah Smith, hole shot down the front straightaway in the number 2. She's going to take the lead into 1. Timothy Zachary sliding high. He's going to fall back to 3rd. CJ Nelson there in 4th, and I'm trying to get an eye on that second place cart to make sure I say the right name. Number 11, Hunter Barber. Hunter Barber. Barber checked up a little bit there. Zachary checked up. Zachary gets around. Barber continues on. Hannah Smith stretching it out now. She was your Junior 2 points champion last year. Moving up to run in the Junior 3 division this year. And once again, Hannah Smith. They call her Hurricane Hannah for a reason. She's looking at halfway this time by. Two laps to go. Hannah Smith stretching out the lead over Barber now. CJ Nelson is still right there in 3rd. Zachary trying to make up ground, but there's not going to be enough time in this one. White flag, one more lap. Junior 3. Box stock 400. Make sure you're at the grid and ready to go. Box stock 400. First call for crate 375 as well. Box stock 400, then crate 375. Checkered flag, Hurricane Hannah Smith in the number 22 is your winner. Hunter Barber in the number 11 will bring it home in 2nd. CJ Nelson 3rd, and Timothy Zachary in 4th. All right, we're going to get our box stock 400s out here. Doc Deal was on the pole. Number 28 going out front. $100 to the winner of Box Stock 400 tonight, courtesy of Vega Racing Tire. You got the 830 of Sean Haber there trying to find some ground. Doc Deal, he's a veteran looking at that outside. He was going to try to make it work all the way out there, and he's still going to try to make it work. $830, Sean Haber bringing it to the front. Doc Deal's going to come with him. 28 falling to third. Haber now got himself a little bit of a lead. That's Sean Haber in that 8, number 30. He is the trophy sponsor of our adult classes tonight. New Image Landscaping. That's his business, and he's got it all over our trophies, and we greatly appreciate Sean and all he does for sponsoring trophies here. The Box Stock 400 division sponsored by Vega tonight. Didn't have a lot signed up for it like we did last time. So 1 in 6 guys has a chance to win a 100 spot. Not bad odds. The 28 pulled it in. 2 laps to go. Haber, pretty comfortable lead now. White flag, 1 more lap. Box Stock 400 heat race number 1. Checkered flag is going to be in the air. Sean Haber is going to win the first heat race in Box Stock 400. Doc Deal finds a dirt bank, plows on through it and keeps it going, and Doc is going to bring it home in second. Crate 375, make sure you're at the grid. Ready to go. Crate 375, you are on deck now. We don't have any Masters carts signed up for tonight. Masters division called out for the night. We did have one guy wanted one, but so I got Crate 375. You need to be on deck. Crate 375 on deck. Predator 375. Be up there behind him. Brian Horton's going to be on your pole position tonight. Dylan Brown joining us tonight. Going to try to come in and take some money. Even the flagman recognized him. Woo! Jeff Starr out there in the number 64. Star Racing Engines. He's on the inside second row. And we're going to go green flag. Ryan Horton to the front. Ryan Shutt out there as well in the number 50. Horton to the lead. Brown second. Ryan Horton became a pinball a few times last week with all the carts that were out there. I'm sure he's a little more comfortable right now with a few less carts. Shutt in the number 50, bringing it to the third position. Horton very loose through 1 and 2 over there. Brown pulling up, backing off a little bit. Didn't know where Horton was going to end up on that one. Crate 375, you're on deck. Brown to the inside. Horton gives the room. And Dylan Brown goes to the point. Horton a little bit loose right there. He's going to try to pull back up on him. Brian Horton, he was your champion in this class last year. Giving chase, but Dylan Brown gets it out front now, and they're halfway home. Again, winner of the Box Stock 400 is going to take home $100 tonight. Still only $20 in, or no race this race to race that race so that you can pay this much to run that much. It's just $20, and as long as we have good sponsors, we can always do it this way. We appreciate all the sponsors coming on, and especially Vega tonight coming on for this race. 2 laps to go in this heat race. Dylan Brown now starting to stretch it out a little bit. Horton second. Scott third. And Jeff Starr riding in that number 64. Winding down these laps in the Box Stock 400 division. Crate 375, you need to be over there and be ready. Predator 375, you'll be right there behind them. Crates and Predators, make sure you're at the grid. White flag in the air. Brown taking a look over his shoulder. Had to look a long way there. He cruises down through 3 and 4. He's going to take the heat race win here tonight at Marion County Speedway. Brian Horton second. Brian Scott third in the number 50. And Jeff Starr fourth. And your second Box Stock 400 heat race. Coming up next, your crate division. Crate 375, these are the sealed engine carts. Everybody gets the same motor. Now you got to see what you do with it. We are an open tire track here, so we don't make the crate carts have a certain gear or anything. This track is way too big to try to figure out how to put everybody on the same gear and make it work. Got a pretty good field of crates again tonight. Just getting this class started this year. Got 6 of them here with us. Got Amber Connectal on the pole. It looks like we're going to go right to Green Flag Racing. Chris Grawl there on the outside pole. Didn't get a real good start. The 21 of Grizzab out there running a different number tonight. He was on the 88 last week. Rick Connectal at 51 looking for second, but Elizabeth Phillips, she's going to pull in the second. It's the ladies. Give a mention to Jacob Krell in the number 92, making his first run with us here tonight. Appreciate them coming out and run with us here at Marion County Speedway. Amber Connectal in that number 14. Looks like they hit a gear combination and a tire combination with hers because she is flying right now. Elizabeth Phillips looking like they made some really good changes on hers as well, running a very strong second. Grizzab there in that 21 in third. Amber's dad, Rick Connectal, in the number 51, trying to make the pass. He's going to go to third. Chris Graw getting it around in that 420 cart. He hops a little bit, gets it going halfway home this time by Predator 375. Predator 375, you're on deck, followed by Box Stock 350. Predator 375, Box Stock 350. We're winding down these heat races here at Marion County Speedway tonight. Glad you all hung around with us. Waited out the rain that never happened. I've got to get me a job as a meteorologist. Two laps to go. Amber Connectal, still your leader. Elizabeth Phillips still in second at 314. Phillips slides high in the back straightaway. Rick Connectal in the 51. He's going to bring it through. Elizabeth isn't done yet. Drives it up as she gets up into the loose stuff a little bit sideways, and Rick Connectal able to take the position away. And now it's daughter and father first and second. As she'll be going down through 3 and 4 one last time in this 375 crate class heat race. Amber Connectal taking that checkered flag heat race win. Rick Connectal second. Elizabeth Phillips third. Grizzab fourth. And Krell in the 92 will be fifth. Looks like Chris Grawl had brought it in. And we'll be going to our Predator 375 class next. Predator 375, it's your turn to race. Box stock 350, you will be on deck. Box stock 350, get them over there. Now our Predator 375, we've got our regular Predator class running tonight, and then we have the veterans race. These guys that are out here right now, a lot of them are going to give their seats up to a veteran, and the veterans will have their own race. Be the fifth race of our features tonight, the veterans race. Had a lot of special awards for our veterans tonight. A lot of people stepped up. Papa Sig definitely coming through. GRE donating the hat, and they've got some more hats down there. So speak to Nick Witt about those if you were interested. You've seen it at the drivers' meeting. And we're going to go green flag racing in your Predator 375. Jones all the way to the front. Bryant LaFrance finding that inside slick stuff. He's going to go all the way to the back, but we know he'll be coming back through. Down the middle, here comes LaFrance. Papa Sig slides it out high. LaFrance to the bottom, and that number 10, Bryant LaFrance. Kart is going to take it to the front. Bryant LaFrance stretching it out a little bit now. You got Papa Sig riding there in second. Quentin Howard back to race with us again in that number 28. Wade Smith out there in the 21 riding third. Brittany Jones out there in the 99. She is having a lot of fun tonight. Having so much fun, she's found a dirt bank, and she keeps it going. And she almost runs over the corner worker, but she's going, and we're good. Look out down there, Jacob. Brian LaFrance down there now, stretching it out a little bit in that number 10. Now we got Papa Sig around over in turn number 2, looking for a safe way to get it turned around. And that's going to bring out a caution and erase LaFrance's lead. LaFrance there in one of the karts we work on out of the TZ Motorsport shop. I know that kart very well. Look at it a lot. He ran with us last weekend at the Goat Yard. I personally rolled those tires myself. He's running our Gator Bite Prep, the sand version. It's available over there at the parts trailer. We're going to make you pass them all again, Bryant. LaFrance will get caught up here and get back around to where he's up front. And get them all lined back up here. Running through the scoring real quick here, making sure they get them in the right place. All right, we get them all lined back up here. LaFrance will be your leader. Wade Smith will be second. Howard third. Jones fourth. And Pampa Sig in there in fifth after taking a backwards ride down through turn number 2. Heat race number 1 of your Predator division. We condensed our 2 Predator classes into one this year, just a Predator 375 now. LaFrance was your winner last week, getting his last race out, getting his first win here at the Bullring. We'll see if Wade Smith can keep up with him here. We got a little bit of contact back there on the back straightaway. Jones and Sig. Papa Sig trying to find his way back up to the front. He's back to third now as he gets around Howard. Two laps to go for LaFrance. Heat race number 2, Predator 375. Crank him up. It's time to get ready. Wade Smith getting around in turn number 2 over there. Turn 2 becoming the tricky spot on the track. White flag in the air. We're going to keep him green here. Try to get this one in the books. LaFrance, Sig in a 3-way battle for third. Brian LaFrance taking the heat race win. He looks over his shoulder, but he'd had to look across the track to find second. Papa Sig, he'll be running our veterans race later. He comes home in second. Wade Smith third. Howard will be fourth. And Jones, she does a little donut off of turn 4. She's having way too much fun out there. That moves us to our second heat race of the Predator division. Box stock 350. Make sure you're on the grid. You're up next. And run what you brung. You'll be behind the box stock 350. Box stock 350. You're on deck, followed by run what you brung. All right, they're looking to get this one underway. The number 24 will lead them around on the inside there. .28X will take it to the front. I do not have a name for either one of them. I'm thinking that that's John Greer in the 28X. All right, just confirmed it. John Greer, 28X. He's usually in a number 88. That cart, they brought it out tonight, though, to make sure they have one for the veterans to run. That 24 cart. I know he's down here with Chris Grawl. Usually that's a Brandon Watson cart, but I'll get a name for him here shortly. Brandon Britt out there in that number 31. And Dale Rogers in the shorts racing team. Shining them legs. Y'all please wear pants when y'all race. I don't know if Dale owns pants, but out front we've got John Greer. He's got a challenge coming from the number 24. 24 to the bottom. He's going to take the lead. It's one of them home skillet racing carts. Brandon Britt, he's going to look to the inside of the 24. Gives a little bit of hop into the seat. They're going to meet somewhere down in turn 1. Brandon Britt, he's got the line, but the 24 hooks up and pulls it down the back straightaway. Box stock 350, make sure you're at the grid ready to go. This one's almost over. We've still got a side-by-side battle for the lead, and Brandon Britt now is your leader in that number 31. Little wobble through 1 and 2, loses the momentum. Now the 24 is going to come back by to the lead. Meanwhile, something's happened to Greer's cart. That one just don't sound good right now. We've got 2 laps to go. That might be Chris Grawl in the number 24. with all the spinning and all that good stuff, that's allowed Brandon Britt to get away a little bit. Greer has found his way back to second. We'll just call him Chris Grawl in the number 24. We'll go with that one. We know he'll be in it in the veterans race out there tonight, so assuming that's why he brought the cart. Graw's going to get back to second at the checkered flag. He sneaks by Greer at the end, and Dale Rogers, he'll bring it home in fourth. Going to lay down just a little bit of water here before these 350s come out. There are a lot of them tonight. Looked like it was getting a little bit slick out there, so not going to drown it, and this sucker will soak it up faster than about as fast as it'll hit it. All right, we're going to get this first of 3 box stock 350 heat races underway. Vega putting up $150 to the winner. Also on board sponsoring tonight, MD Motorsports. Trevor Tharp bringing that sponsorship on for us tonight. And Randy Glick And Charles Smith Landscaping as well. Down through turn 1, I've got the 29 as being... I got all kinds of names here in front of me. Because I know that's DeMar in that 29. So it's Kevin DeMar in that 29. I had the wrong name here for that one. So Kevin DeMar out there, Beckelheimer in that number 11. Randy Glick in that number 24, looking to get involved in this battle. Scott Brogan there in the number 63 on the inside, trying to bring it up to 4th. Beckelheimer and DeMar side by side. Glick right there with them. Brogan and Anderson. Everybody's together, and Glick is around. Hands in the air. Randy Glick. He's going to pull back up there. Well, if you got... Well, with every racing wreck, there's two stories. One says he spun me, the other said I didn't. Everybody's, whatever. So both carts go to the rear that were involved in the caution, and we're going to go again. We got contact coming for the green flag. DeMar right on the back bumper of Beckelheimer. Ryan Anderson in that 71, power move to the bottom. Pulls up to the bumper, but now DeMar to the outside. Finds him a little bit of a line out there. There's racing room on that outside. Halfway home, box stock 350. Heat race number 1, Ryan Anderson in that 71 taking it to the lead. Beckelheimer back to second now. DeMar third. Got the 21 out there. I believe that's Coy Tire making his first run with the junior, or from the junior 3 up to the box stock 350. Randy Glick trying to bring it back up to the front. Got too many crossover numbers here. Trenton or Trevor? Trevor? Okay, I'm being told it's Trenton Tharp in the 21 tonight. But we know there's another 21 out there, so. Yeah. I got Trenton being in the 14 and Trevor being in the... Checker flag, Ryan Anderson, Kevin DeMar, Beckelheimer, Glick, Tharp, Brogan. So heat race number 1 is in the books. Now on to heat race number 2. Box stock 350. Going to be a big feature tonight, y'all. Big feature. We'll get them all lined up here. One thing about go-karts, it's hard to see their numbers on the back straightaway. Scorekeeper agrees. So as we come down for the green flag, flagman says, wasn't really a good start. We'll let him try again. You don't want to throw that yellow right away and bunch him up, but so Tom Shemp, the number 37. So Shemp and Beckelheimer are going to try to bring him around again. You got Tony Erickson there in the third position. Got a little battle going on for second now. Erickson trying to bring it up there. Brandon Holland right there in the number 27 as well, as Erickson takes over that second position. Shemp still out front. Beckelheimer falls to third. Holland fourth. I don't have a 23 on my list either, so. Let me see if I recognize that 23 kart in the driver. That sure looks like Charles Smith in that 23. You look through the helmet, it's supposed to be Charlie, but it sure looks like Charles. Shemp still your leader. Charlie Smith taking that third position in that number 23. It's another kart that spent a little time in the TZ Motorsports shop this week. Glad we could help them get that one going again. Looks like he's having a good run with it tonight. Got some Ricky Bozard power on there. But right now up front, Shemp. At number 37, Jeff Starr powered machine. Second place, Tony Erickson. Got him some VP power on there. Charlie Smith in third. White flag. Beckelheimer and Holland. Checkered flags in the air. Shemp is going to take this one home. Erickson second. Smith, Beckelheimer, Holland. And we have yet another heat race of the 350s. Run what you brung, you need to be on the grid. Run what you brung, you need to be on the grid. This is the last of the box stock 350 heat races. Run what you brung, make sure you're over there and ready to roll. Looking forward to those heat races and definitely the feature. Green flags in the air. James Erickson's going to lead him down into turn number one. He's got a little bit of company right there. That looks like Trevor Tharp. Trevor Tharp, last week's winner at the Goat Yard, moving back over to the box stock 350s now. Nope, not Trevor Tharp. That's Which one of the Tharps is it? That's Trenton Tharp. Okay, Brother Trenton. Boy, the whole Tharp family is going to get on me for screwing these names up. We know the Tharp family is watching, and a lot of them are here. And we're going to give Trenton his due. He is running second right now, looking good out there. He's about to have a little bit of competition though, because Dylan Brown is coming through the pack. Dylan Brown now up to third. Erickson still your leader. Tharp second. Brown third. We're going to be halfway home this time by. Got a side-by-side battle for fourth back there. Another one of those 21 carts. Let's say that one's Coy Tire this time. Because, I mean, I know he's in a 21 tonight, and he hasn't been out there yet. So we're going to go with Coy Tire on that one. And since we're all looking at Coy, he had a little bit of help getting sideways there. Managed to save it. Looked like the 21 cart gave a little help to the 21 cart. I don't know which one is which in there. They didn't clarify their color of their cart or anything. But right now we know who's up front. It's James Erickson. Trenton Tharp trying to put down the challenge. Dylan Brown reeling them in. It's $150 in that feature race tonight, and everybody's going to want a good spot. White flag lap. You do not want to get caught in that traffic jam in that race. James Erickson, his first time back to the Bullring in a while, hasn't skipped a beat. He is out front and is going to be looking at a checkered flag. James Erickson taking heat race number 3, box stock 350. Tharp, Brown. They're telling me Coy Tire is in the black one there, so Coy Tire bringing it home in fourth. Got a variety of just numbers here in front of me. We try to keep up with all these names. Something carts in a class and 4 and 5 repeat numbers. Hard to do. We know that the 69 cart was Jessica O'Connell, though. Coming out now, run what you brung. This is your last heat race. Last 2 heat races of the night. This is the biggest run what you brung class we've had in a while. Got to warm them up a little bit and get them rolling here. Usually you don't see a regular run what you brung field this big. Heck, this is just a heat race. Dustin Mitch making his return to the Bullring in that number 3. Dan Donaldson in that number 81. Billy Newhouse making a run with us tonight in that number 21. He won his last time out over there at the Burbank Speedway. Bringing that open card over here and going to give it a shot at the Bullring tonight. The 22, Hoppy Hoskinson. The 07 of Virgil Andrews. He's one of the Wing Champ carts. They come back up to run with us tonight. They're planning to bring their group back up here in a few more weeks and get their group back together. But tonight we tossed them in with the run what you brung. Looks like Hoppy in the number 22 bringing it to the infield. Don't know if he's had a problem with it. Something has gone wrong. Back together for the feature event. Right now, Billy Newhouse and Dan Donaldson are going to lead him around the green. And that green flag comes out. Mitch jumping to the outside almost immediately. And Dustin Mitch, he's going to put it out front. Billy Newhouse in second. Zane Caleb in that 31 Gifts car. That's the Taylor Morgan mobile. We were going to call it automobile, but it's a cart. The 31 gift cart looking to the bottom. That is a basic box stock with a little bit extra work done by Mr. Victor Peters himself, and he is right there with them big motors. Taylor Morgan watching tonight from Mississippi, and we got to say hey to Taylor's mom. That's something we always do here. But right now, up front, we got Dustin Mitch in the lead in that number 3. Dan Donaldson looking good out there tonight in that number 81. He is bringing that thing around, getting faster every week. Billy Newhouse in the number 21. Zane Caleb still right there with him. And Virgil Andrews in that number 07. Another quick ride. Any of these carts are a handful. Dustin Mitch halfway home, still your leader. The DMR machine got it out front with that big block. Got a 2-stroke in second, a kind of big block in third, a small block in fourth, and an animal in fifth. We just describe them for what they are. Dustin Mitch pulling out the lead now over Donaldson a little bit. It looks like he'll be looking at 2 laps to go this time by. And we've still got one more heat race of these guys, so don't leave your spot on the fence or in the bleachers. Dustin Mitch hasn't been in a kart in a while. We thought he was going to give it up when he lost his father, and here he is making Dad proud. We know he's watching from above tonight. Dustin Mitch catching a little bit of lap traffic. He's going to look to the outside, pulls that big block on by one more time through 3 and 4. Heat race number 1, Run What You Brung winner, Dustin Mitch. Dan Donaldson in that number 81. That 2-stroke riding it home in second. Billy Newhouse bringing it home in third. Zane Caleb in the 31 gifts cart is fourth. And Virgil Andrews is fifth. Heat race number 2, Run What You Brung, getting them warmed up now. No. Probably be able to recognize him. All right, we're going to get them all lined up. Got Tim Zachary up there, Johnny Zachary, Don Wolf, and that number 86. He's ready to go fast. And we got the 00 of Mike Perkins, that Wing Champ kart, coming out to run with us tonight. Looks like we had a few that didn't make it out for the heat race. Maybe they're just going to run the feature. Father and son starting side by side. Johnny Zachary, Tim Zachary. Johnny went home, made some adjustments on that thing. Let's see how they worked out, because he was having to make it work last week, and it wasn't working too good for him. If there's a certain person out there watching tonight who threw some I can outrun anything bets out there. Well, that's what you would have had to beat right there. And I believe he'd have been collecting your money. And that's why you stayed home. I normally don't talk trash, but when someone comes on our website and really talks a lot of trash, you just get sick of hearing it, especially when they don't even show up. Johnny Zachary, your leader. Tim Zachary, second. Mike Perkins, third. Don Wolf, fourth. Halfway home. You're going to see one heck of a feature race in this class tonight. Johnny Zachary still your leader, that number 11. He runs a mini sprint here on Saturday night. So does Tim Zachary and the 17. Glad they came out to have a little fun with us tonight. They're going to run up on that lap traffic pretty quick. Mike Perkins wisely moving it high. Oh, it looks like Perkins has some problems. He's got the hand in the air, letting him know something's wrong. They clear the car to Wolf. It's going to be white flag this time by. Johnny Zachary last week said the cart was tight and he was having to try to toss it in there to make it turn. Looks like he's made some good adjustments this go around. And he's going to be a hard one to catch in the feature. Johnny Zachary winning your heat race. Number 2, Tim Zachary second. Wolf third and Perkins fourth. That's going to bring us to our intermission. We are gonna have some good feature racing out here tonight. We'll be kicking it back off with the rookies here in a little while. We're gonna go down here and get our numbers together, get our starting positions together for everybody. Let all of our staff catch a drink, something to eat real quick maybe. And we'll get back to you as quick as we can here. I'm gonna go down here and see how the 50-50 went for the night. And we'll be back with you here shortly.
setting up a goal to grow from heart. It's all about to master who we are. Nobody's gonna make me feel I'm off the chart. I'm doing alright, I'm doing okay. I stand up and take it as I go. I'm doing alright, I'm doing okay. Stronger than ever. Faded, it's not a shade of mine. And all in all, I'm doing fine. Doing alright, I'm doing okay. I'm gonna hold the line, I'm gonna be just fine. Tonight I feel alive. Tonight I feel alive. And I'm doing stronger than ever. Faded, it's not a shade of mine. All in all, I'm doing fine. Doing alright, I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright, I'm doing okay. It's not a shade of mine. Oh.
Last call, 50-50 over at the concession stand. Last call, 50-50 tickets over at the concession stand. She made a lap around, sold some tickets, and there's some money in it. So last call over there at the concession stand. Get your 50-50 ticket, and we'll have that draw in here in a little bit.
Now I can't help myself, 'cause the hard ones with the hard ones can't help myself. When the hard ones with the hard ones can't help myself. No, the hard ones with the hard ones.
Yep, we're just about ready to post the lineup board. As soon as they get that done, we should get back to the feature races.
All right, they're counting the final thing on the 50-50 over there. They sold some more tickets, so they will be bringing this bucket up here momentarily. As soon as we draw the 50-50, we'll get started with our feature events. We'll ask for the rookies to start working their way over towards the grid. Rookies, work your way over towards the grid. And we will be posting the lineups as well. They're actually, Tyler's putting the lineup out here now. So lineup is being posted. We'll get the rookies over to the grid, and as soon as they get the 50-50 bucket over to me, we will get these feature events under the way. And I got to say a big thank you to Mr. Rick here. Best darn ice cream man in the world. Best. Oh. I might. Separated though. All right, we got $75 here for a winner. They brought me the tickets up. If you got 50-50 tickets, get them out. Someone's going to bring $75 home. I'm stirring them up. Whoa. Somebody's ticket just fell on the ground there. I tell you what, that ticket that jumped out of the box, that's my winner right there. The one that jumped. That thing jumped slap in the air all by itself, so it screamed winner. 439-313. 439-313. 50-50. 439-313. I see people looking over their strands of tickets. 439-313. I'm going to give it about 2 minutes here. 439-313. Your ticket jumped slap out of the box. It wanted to be the winner. 439-313 for $75. Lineups are posted. Lineups are posted. I got someone running up here with a ticket. He's kind of short. I don't know if he can hold his hand up that high. Bring it up if that's your ticket. $439-313. We have a winner. What's your name? Well, looks like we got a winner. I hope that one of the adults bought the tickets, right? $75 for 439313. Thank you, everybody, for chipping in on the 50-50. Again, half this money goes right into our points fund. So what you see right here is what goes directly into the points fund at the end of the night. So another $75 for that. Of course, we take sponsors for our points fund as well. Lineups are posted. Rookies are running first. All right, we are ready to get our feature races underway here at the Bullring. Rookies will be up first. They're going to be racing for $50 to win. 15 for second, 10 for third. Still only had to pay $20 to race. There is no pro or anything like that. Raging Bull engines, race engines. They're one of the sponsors for this race tonight. Home Skillet Racing and Chris Grawl put up some another $100 bill towards it. And Quality Marine Surplus, Dan Donaldson and crew, putting up a little bit of money tonight as well, putting up another 100 for all the kids' classes, as a matter of fact. So they got them all lined up. Flagman Tyler Newhouse taking a look at them. Bill tells them it's time to get going, and we are going to go green flag racing. After a crazy finish in the first heat race where Swiatek had led the whole thing and ended up in the back, somehow we had a whole different lineup going for this one. That number 3 cart completely sideways off of turn 4. Jackson Hazelou, but he leads lap number 1. Ethan Schletzowitz in that number 27, last week's feature winner, was looking, but now we've got a caution. Turn number 2, got a couple of carts together over there. EMT's on the scene immediately. One of the best crews around in the business. Junior 1, you're on the grid. Junior 1 on the grid. Be ready to roll, Junior 1. Going down another bit more with our sponsors here. Again, Raging Bull Racing Engines. Brandon Bull won here last week in our box stock 400. He put up that $100 that he won and put it right back into the racing, and we appreciate it. Put it right back in the pot for the kids here. Chris Grawl with Home Skillet Racing. He won his race last week. Again, put the money right back into it for the kids. And Quality Marine Surplus coming on to sponsor their one of the first races we've had them sponsor for us, and we really appreciate it. Getting with us earlier today and letting us know they wanted to come on board to sponsor our kids divisions. Papa Sig is our trophy sponsor for our kids this year. Old Fart Racing. It's a funny name, but it's a great bunch of guys, or a great family anyway. So they're going to get them lined back up here in the rookies. Make sure we get them Junior 1s over to the grid. Junior 2s, be thinking about working your way over there. Our crew over there continuing to check over the kids in turn 2 that were involved in the incident, making sure that they're okay to go, making sure they're feeling all right. We always want to make sure these kids are happy, healthy, and safe. So this is our second week back here at the Bullring. Over 95 go-karts here tonight. Not a bad turnout. Several hundred people through the gate. Lots of race fans here. Probably one of the biggest crowds you'll ever see at a go-kart track for a regular points race, because we like to put on a good show for you. If you don't know who I am, I'm Tim Zachary of the TZ Motorsports Bunch. My parts trailer, mine and my wife's parts trailer, over there off the top of turn 1 and the concession stand and all. That's our gig. That's how we put on these races. And the more you can support our business, the more we can put up for go-kart racing. You'll also be able to find us later this weekend. Over on Sunday, you'll find the TZ Motorsports Parts trailer over at Volusia. They're going to have a little practice race over there. Happy to see them getting going again. Next weekend, we'll be up in Waldo at the Mad Car Racing and their inaugural event. We'll also be next Friday night at Burbank Speedway. Our parts trailer gets around just a little bit. Very, very fortunate, very blessed. Shout out to our cameraman, Corey Brady, down here. Thank Corey for coming on board this year. Getting him some action shots on the front straightaway. Big part of the memories that go on in the racing here are in the photos. Flagman looks him over, and our rookies are going to go racing. Swiatek from the back row looks in. We got one all the way around. That's not going to work. Ethan Schlesiewicz gets the E-ticket ride. He's hung up on the bank down here, and we'll get them all slowed down again. Some of these kids have no experience with pace laps and things like that. These rookies from a stop. Usually it goes off without a hitch. Over the summer, we're going to try at Vertisi Motorsports to do a racing summer camp. We'll have details coming on that pretty soon. Try to teach them things like how to run a pace lap. Basics of racing, Racing 101. Again, we'll try to get them started in the rookie division. Jackson Hazelou, that number 3, he'll be on the pole. The 27 of Ethan Schlesiewicz, last week's feature winner. He's on the outside pole. He was your winner again at Fruitland Park last weekend, original Speedway Park over there, and he's looking to get himself 3 in a row. Abel Overly over there in the number 69, inside second row. Ethan Warden in that number 5, the Hulkmobile there. The 77 Colton Gamble coming to race with us. The number 4 of Luke Schlesiewicz and Andrew Swiatek. And we're going green. Hazelou pulls it out front. Schlesiewicz into second. Hazelou was a little bit sideways off of turn 2, sawing on that wheel a little bit, gathered it up real nicely, but off of turn 4, sideways again. That's going to let Schlesiewicz get up beside him. Now your top 4 carts right there together. Abel Overly on the outside. Look at him go. We got one around though. 2 of them collecting up. Looks like Gamble and Overly, or no, excuse me, Gamble and Warden over there on this one. When that one went down, Abel Overly was making a big move on the outside. The 2 on the bottom were loose, and Abel was going for it. Junior 1, make sure you're on the grid and ready to go. Junior 1 on the grid, ready to go, please. All right, we've had a couple tries at it, so we're going to single file them out here. Again, your sponsors for this race, Raging Bull Racing Engines, Home Skillet Racing and Chris Graw, and Quality Marine Surplus, Dan Donaldson. Rookie division, line it back up here. We're going to go with a single file start. Hazelou will be your leader. Lights out. Flagman's got all their attention. Everybody's up on the wheel, ready to go. And the green flag is out. Swiatek gaining 2 positions there. Hazelou with a really good start as well. Here comes Abel Overly on the outside again. And Ethan Schlesiewicz on the inside to take that 2nd position. Abel Overly. I think no one told it. Someone needs to tell him he's not in a mini sprint. He's out there trying to run the cushion and doing a good job of it. This kid knows how to drive it off in the corner right there. He's looking for any bit of ground he can pick up. Side-by-side battle for 3rd. Overly and Swiatek. And Abel Overly taking that 3rd position. He wants himself a trophy tonight. Right now up front, the number 3 of Hazelou looking at halfway home this time by. Ethan Schlesiewicz still right there, waiting for him to bobble. Hazelou doing a great job. Overly going to take it all the way to the outside. Swiatek back up beside him for the 3rd position. Swiatek takes it going into 3. But I think Overly's going to stay out there, and Ethan Schlesiewicz, he's looking to the outside now. I think he sees it. There's some track out there that works. Looks back to the inside. The leader gets loose, and Ethan Schlesiewicz is going to become your leader down the back straightaway. Hazelou with a little bobble. Hazelou still right there, though. He drives it back in, and this time a little too far sideways, saves it again. Swiatek taking that 3rd position. Now he's looking for 2nd. Side by side, and this time a little bit sideways again. Hazelou finds the dirt bank, keeps it straight though, saves it. That's allowed Ethan Schlesiewicz in the 27 to get away a little bit. Puts a little room between him and himself in the field. White flag is in the air. Ethan Schlesiewicz, winner 2 weeks ago here. Winner at OSP last week. And off of turn 4, this kid's going to make it 3 in a row. Ethan Schlesiewicz, Andrew Swiatek, Abel Overly, Hazelou, Gamble, Warden, and Schlesiewicz round out the rookie field. Junior 1, make sure you're ready to go. Remember, here at Marion County Speedway, we do stop the top 3 on the front straightaway, and we take their picture, give them a trophy. And we will, after we go through tech, we'll give you your money. So we'll go down here and say hi to these kids. This is their moment in the sun or in the dark. And maybe we'll try to get them actually get their attention.
All right, we'll get if the photographer get a picture too. Hey, get your win picture there.
All right, we're going to get a quick interview here with each of these kids. Their time to shine. Ethan, you won here 2 weeks ago. I hear that you won over at Original Speedway Park too last weekend, and now you're coming here and taking our money again tonight. You're on a roll, bud.
Thank you, my whole family, and my dad and my grandpa, for coming out and watching me.
Great job, Ethan. We'll sneak around the back here. We'll get an interview with Andrew Swiatek. Your older sister sang the national anthem earlier. Your dad's a veteran. We're here to celebrate our veterans tonight. And you put on a good show for Dad tonight, bringing it back all the way to second. Who would you like to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank my uncle's friend Rick Koss for coming out here, my mom. I'd like to thank my dad, my sister. That's all
Well, good job out there. Andrew here was a champion over at Ocala Grand Prix, has decided to go dirt track racing this year, and he's getting better each week. Y'all look out, Andrew Swiatek. Abel Overly, you look like a sprint car driver out there tonight, running that cushion up on the outside, bud. You did great out there. Who do you want to say thanks to?
My pit crew.
His pit crew. Well, he said thanks to his pit crew. Great job, pit crew. These are our rookies. They are 5 to 8 years old. They run on a red restrictor plate out here with the same clone engines pretty much as the adults. And boy, do they put on a show for us out there tonight. I'd like to see Abel Overly out there sideways in a sprint car in about 10 years, maybe less. Coming up next, our Junior 1 division. These will be your 10 to 12-year-olds going out on the track. Or excuse me, 8 to 10-year-olds. I'm moving too fast. So Junior 1's out there now. Hang this microphone up so you stop hearing me banging around. Parker Haley, last week's Junior 1 winner, is going to lead them back around this time and try to go for 2 in a row. He's your points leader in this division. He's going to have some competition tonight from Braden Richardson in that number 11. He was fast in the heat race. Corbin Gamillion in that red number 25. He's going to pull it down into third. Lorelei Teague there in the number 20 as well. And Aiden Tyre out there in that number 31. Up front, the battle for the lead. Richardson in that number 11. They made some adjustments, I'm sure, in between the heat and the feature here. And Richardson to the point. Parker Haley still right there with him. Gamillion, he's picked up a lot of speed in the over the last 2 weeks here. Looks like the bumper on the 31 is dragging, and that is a black flag. That's a safety issue if it were to come off. So we're going to try to get the 31's attention to get him to pull off the track, because if it does come off there, that could be bad. So we'll try one more time with the black flag here to get his attention. I don't think he noticed. Corner workers are pointing at him. I think he figured something's wrong there. So, all right, looks like he's going to slow down. Hopefully we can get him into the pits without that bumper coming off. And the 31 of Aiden Tyre. losing the bumper there. Calling it a night. So we're going to have the 3. Oh, he pulls back on. Okay, I guess we might have to throw the caution now. Before it gets dangerous out there. While all that was going on, Richardson was still your leader. Haley was still second. Gamillion was still third. Junior 2. Make sure you're on the grid, Junior 2. Junior 3, you'll follow the Junior 2, and the Junior 3 will be followed by the Veterans race. So make sure Predator carts, if you have a veteran driving your cart, you will follow the Junior 3 race. That will be a 20-lap feature event. Looks like everybody's in order and ready to go. We'll get this Junior 1 feature race back underway. Oh, that's going to leave a mark. So when they come back around the 11 of Braden Richardson, will still be your leader. Parker Haley riding there in second. Wanting to make it 2 in a row, but he's got a tall task ahead of him. Richardson is pretty good through the corners here. Richardson's nose is out just a little bit, but it lines him up nicely for the back straightaway. Pulls about 6 carts on one straightaway there. He's making a good line around this track. Haley trying to close some ground in. Gamillion, in only his second race, is right there looking for a podium finish, and there's only 2 laps to go. Junior 2, make sure you're at the grid. Junior 2, make sure you're at the grid. White flag. Richardson. Down the back straightaway one last time. The 11 of Richardson, all he has to do is clear turns 3 and 4. Off of turn 4, Junior 1 feature winner, Braden Richardson. Parker Haley second. Corbin Gamillion third. And Lorelei Teague will bring it home in fourth. That was your Junior 1 feature event. Coming up next is a Junior 2s. Junior 3, make sure you're bringing them to the grid. Braden Richardson, they're telling me it's only his second race ever. Tonight he comes out, has the winning 50-50 ticket, takes home the Junior 1 win. Well, see, now you have to learn how to do an interview. Second race ever, you got yourself a win. Who do you want to thank tonight, man?
Thank you for my parents and Chemical Chaos and RPM.
Chemical Chaos and RPM. Mr. Andy Partridge over here. I see Mud Puppy hiding in the pits over here, too. He's got some good people behind him. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. Y'all look out. Braden Richardson. Parker Haley. Oh, yeah, you got to go over here and race. I better interview you quick. So say thanks really quick.
Thanks.
Well, you could have thanked your dad. I mean, you know.
Thanks to my dad and my two crew chiefs, Catlin and Jacob.
All right, bud. You got another race cart to go get in. Good luck. Mr. Chameleon, I finally figured out your name. After I look around because somebody told me your number was 23. I don't know how that happened. Good job out there tonight. You're looking a lot better than last week. You're making some good progress. By next week, you ought to be up there battling for the lead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My mom, my dad, my Uncle Gerald, Junior, Chops, Bill, Harley, and the good track, and you.
Well, you're welcome. I think he covered everybody. If he missed anybody, well, you know, y'all can get with him later. But he's gonna work on these interviews because you're gonna see a lot of him running up front. Good job out there tonight, Corbin. That's your Junior 1 feature. Corbin Chameleon bringing home that third position. Doing good. How are y'all?
Good, thank you.
Oh. I'm gonna pull this ladder up. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say don't trip over it. Especially you, Corey. Junior 2 coming up next. Oh, crap. I got to go announce this race, but what class? Box stock 350, what number? Oh, good Lord, you won your heat. Yeah. Hey, Jessica, box stock 350, heat race number 3 winner, not on the board. 31 on the board, not a 37. There's a 31 on the board, not a 37. She's got the... Junior 2, feature division, green flag in the air. Zachary and Smith side by side, front row. They're going to get this thing underway. Zachary's going to lead it into 1, but Randy Smith was a rocket ship in his heat race. He looks to the bottom. He's going to try to take that lead down the back straightaway, and he does. Randy Smith going to the point, and at number 8. Zachary falls to second. He's got Brody LeMayo right there behind him at number 3. Zachary sideways. He's going to lose it. Finds a dirt bank down there. And the 43 is in the infield. Last week's feature winner into the infield. Junior 2 feature division tonight. Also sponsored by Raging Bull Racing Engines. Again, Brandon Bull putting up some money. We'll get them all lined back up here. Junior 3, you need to be on the grid. Junior 3 on the grid. You're up next, followed by the veterans race. Junior 3 and then the veterans race. Veterans, be getting ready. It's almost your time to race. Predator carts, make sure if you've got a veteran driving your cart that you get them out here and get your cart over there and be ready for them. We'll get this Junior 2 race line back up. Another big thanks to Quality Marine Surplus and Dan Donaldson coming on board tonight to sponsor these kids. Greatly appreciate everybody that comes on and sponsors. It takes a lot to put these shows on, and the more sponsors that we have, the easier it makes it in some ways. Sometimes it makes it a little crazier, but we appreciate everybody that comes out. Everybody watching at home tonight on the Bullring Live on YouTube. I know that we've got a few of our fans from different tracks watching tonight. A few of the tracks that you'll see RTZ Motorsports crew at. And then you got your standard Bullring fans, the ones that tune into everything and anything and everything that goes on here at the Bullring. Randy Smith is going to lead him back around. Brody LeMayo right there in second. Another one of them Chemical Chaos carts. You got Preston Arbogast riding right there in third. Preston always a force to be reckoned with at the Bullring as well. Parker Haley, second place in that last race, making his run towards the front. He's side by side with Taylor Jones. Jones on the inside, Haley on the outside. Jones takes the position. Haley's a little wiggle off a turn two. Let Jones pull back up on him for a second there. Zachary now pulling up on Jones, going to try to work his way back to the front. He was your points leader after last week. This is not going to be a good points night for him unless he can get back up there. All right, now up front, Randy Smith. Halfway home, Brody LeMayo second, Preston Arbogast. And that 48's right there in third. Zachary to the outside, taking the position away from Jones, but she shoots back to the bottom. And Taylor Jones not willing to give it up yet. Zachary drives it off into turn three. He's trying to keep pace with Haley there. To the inside of Haley now. This race is for fourth place. Your leaders are kind of stretched out. Haley slides up. Zachary back to fourth, but there's only 2 laps to go. It doesn't look like anyone's catching Randy Smith tonight. Brody LeMayo still there in second, looking for that podium finish. Preston Arbogast riding in third. Zachary made it back to fourth, but he's out of laps here. White flags in the air. One more time around. Randy Smith down through 3 and 4. The lap traffic shouldn't be a factor. And your winner, Junior 2, Randy Smith. Brody LeMayo second. Preston Arbogast coming off of turn 4. A little bit of wiggle, but he's going to hold on and bring it home in third. The Zachary fourth. Haley fifth. Jones sixth. Tyre in seventh. And Taylor in eighth. Junior 3, you're coming up next. Junior 3. And the veterans need to be on the grid. Veterans on the grid.
Same thing I said.
Pass it along down there in case anybody wants it. Randy Smith, feature winner, Junior 2. Are you going to smile for us tonight? Turn around. Are you thinking about it? Smile for the camera. So there, I seen a smile, Randy. You did good out there tonight, man. You had yourself a rocket ship. Who do you want to thank, man?
Kryptonite Racing and my dad and
RPM Motors.
And David's Motors.
RPM Motors.
It's David to him, but it's RPM power on the cart tonight. Good job out there, Randy. You know how to smile. I know you can smile. Brody LeMayo, second place. We tried to give you a little better trophy tonight. I mean, you know, we're moving up. We're moving up on trophies. Good job out there tonight. You want to thank anybody?
My mom, Andy, Chemical Chaos, RPM, Brian and Derek, and my dad and my little brother.
Awesome job out there.
And my papa.
And his papa. That's another one of those Chemical Chaos carts out there. Andy working on those tires. He's parked right there behind the flag stand if you're looking for a tire guy. He does a lot of the state racing stuff and all that. And you can find him here on Friday nights at Marion County Speedway. Preston ran away before we could interview him. We'll catch him later. He can't get away that easy. Junior 3 feature division. Veterans, you're on deck. Veterans, be over there and be ready. Be at the grid and be ready. Veterans. We've got Hurricane Hannah out there on the pole tonight in the Junior 3 feature. Barber will go into second. Zachary in third. CJ Nelson fourth. Hannah Smith stretching out the lead a little bit as they battle for the second position. CJ Nelson with a little bit of trouble over there in one, gets it back together. Zachary looking to the inside of Barber. Takes the second position away. Here comes the crossover move. Barber back to the bottom. Barber side by side with Zachary down the back straightaway. Neither one willing to give an inch. There's a little bit of groove up there. Zachary's going to find the bank all the way on top of it, all the way around. And I believe he's going to be hung up there on that one. He's going to have dirt in places he didn't know he had. So our veterans race is coming up next. Need them veterans and the Predator carts over to the grid. And the box stock 400 will follow the veterans. We'll see if CJ Nelson can catch up with the pack here and get him back in the mix. He didn't lose a lap or anything, so he'll be right back with it. Hannah Smith in that number 22, last year's Junior 2 points champion, moving up to Junior 3 this year. She won last week's feature event. One more time for the sponsors of our youth classes here tonight, our junior classes, a trophy sponsor, Papa Sig and Old Fart Racing. We really appreciate all that Papa Sig does here for us. Raging Bull Racing Engines, Brandon Bull pitching in $100 towards the junior classes. Home Skillet Racing and Chris Graw throwing in $100 towards the kids classes. And Quality Marine Supplies, Dan Donaldson, also contributing $100 towards the kids classes. All of our sponsors, we'll see their names on the flyers that go out, on all the running orders and everything else around the pits. We want to make sure that we make it worth the money that they spend for helping out these classes and putting up the sponsorship money. Zachary Nelson side by side off of turn 4. Zachary comes back to third. He's going to go right back after Barber. He looks to the bottom. He's got that line this time. Zachary to second. He slides it out. Barber looks back to the bottom. They're side by side down the front straightaway. They're going to do the crossover moves again. Zachary a little too high that time. Sideways loses ground, but Barber slides it up the track and allows the gap to stay the same between second and third there. They're going to be halfway home this time by. Barber gets around off of 4. Dangerous position there, but he's able to keep on. Thank goodness everybody missed him. So Hannah Smith, with all that going on, Hannah's just pulled away. They're starting to lay down a little bit of black in the bottom there. Not something that you would have seen here last year at the Bullring, but we have some new clay. No problem for these Vega tires on these karts, though. Most of them with Vega tires out there. Hannah Smith, I know she's on a set of them. I know CJ Nelson and Timothy Zachary are. Vega, one of our sponsors tonight. White flags in the air one last time down the back straightaway. Hannah Smith. Looks like that blue dye in her hair made her even faster. Hannah Smith, Hurricane Hannah, your winner, Junior 3. Off of turn 4, Timothy Zachary will take second. CJ Nelson will be third. And Hunter Barber in the number 11, bringing home in fourth. Coming up next is our veterans race. Please make sure, veterans, that you're over there and ready to go. And all the Predator guys that have contributed your karts tonight for this race, please make sure you're over there as well.
All right, kids, get in there. She's taking the picture.
Hannah Smith with her brothers in the picture. We'll pass the flag on down the line. Hannah Smith, they want to know, is the dye in your hair blue or is it purple? She doesn't know. Mix of blue and purple. Well, I don't know if that's what made you faster tonight or if it was your dad working on your go-kart, but who do you want to thank tonight?
My dad and Kryptonite Racing. And RPM Motors for helping me work to where I am today.
All right, RPM, another RPM-powered kart out here tonight, taking home a win. Good job, Hannah. Timothy Zachary. That was a nice job you did with the dirt down there in the corner and the bank. You're going to be pulling dirt out of places you didn't know you had at the end of the night. So do shower. But who do you want to thank?
I want to thank Charles Smith with Kryptonite Racing for sure. They've been a huge help getting my kart ready for this. And Jeff Starr for putting the motor. Sorry about that.
And anybody else that you might
my dad for getting me the kart, Timothy Zachary with TZ Motorsports. He's always been there when I needed help.
All right, good job, son. I know him. CJ Nelson, the last time I tried to interview you at the Goat Yard, you didn't say a whole lot. Do you have anything else to say tonight? Go ahead.
Yeah, I like to thank Handy Hooper, the new sponsor. They helped Joe Myers. He put a little bit on the tires before we came out. It hooked good. And Donnie Arbogast for building me a good motor, TZ Motorsports, and Mom and my grandpa.
Definitely Mom and Grandpa. Good job out there tonight. Are we going to see you in that sprint car tomorrow, or are we waiting another couple weeks? Couple more weeks. You'll see this young man in a sprint car out there, a mini sprint out here. They're getting those cars ready. We watched him wheel one a couple months back. On Saturday nights here at the Bullring, we run the mini sprints, micro sprints, and all those. We'll have them here tomorrow, so if you don't have anything on your schedule, this is the place to be. There will be a great race show tomorrow night. Veterans race coming up. Every year we do a veterans race. We do them on Memorial Day weekend and on Veterans Day weekend. This one is special to us. You'll see a cart out front there. That is Randy Glick driving the kart. That is a tribute kart to Steve Greenwell. Steve raced with us in this exact same race last year. Steve wanted to race with us in this race on Veterans Day weekend last year, but wasn't able to. He'd become very sick. And unfortunately, we lost Steve a couple months ago. Steve was Air Force. They told me he was Air Force, and I wanted to try to remember everything that they told me about him, and I mean, Randy's out there. He's got Steve's jacket on. He's got his old cart. I mean, everything about that cart was Steve Greenwell. So we're going to do a missing man formation. Steve will lead, or excuse me, well, I know Steve's with us, but Randy will lead them as a pace cart, and then we're going to set them up to try to do the formation and symbolize the fact that we're missing Steve tonight. We just hope that the guys can pull it off because they're all ready to race and get it going. This is going to be a 20-lap feature event for our veterans only. No, Steve Greenwell is just a pace card.
No, I have.
So we'll watch them as they come around here, and I just would appreciate it if everybody would have a moment of silence in memory of Steve Greenwell as Steve's cart out front there, and Steve's gear leads this field around with Randy Glick at the wheel. We get a big round of applause. Come on, y'all. Let's have some applause. It's in memory of Steve. They're going to line them up. We're going to get this thing going on the pole tonight. You've got a Navy veteran in Papa Sig at that number 28. Outside of him, you've got an Army veteran in the number 24, Chris Graw. Also in the field tonight, the 28X, Poppy Rodriguez, Navy. Alex Sharkey, Marines. Matt Swiatek, Coast Guard. Billy Myers in the 28H, Air Force. Joe Alvello, Army. And Mark Aslam, Army in the number 10. They're going to pile them up there on the front straightaway if they're not careful. We got one around. They're going to try to keep them going. Graw is going to be your leader. Sharkey pulls it up into second. Up there to third now. And Bryant LaFrance's cart, Mark Aslam, he was watching our races on the Goat Ring, seen that cart, and said, man, I want to drive that cart. And he has just took it to the front. Now, our sponsors for this race tonight, Racing Fast for First Responders, Tony Mesa, that's their foundation. They provide support for first responders that have been injured. Racing Fast for First Responders. Also sponsoring this race, Randy Glick, in memory of Steve Greenwell. And he put up a little bit of money to make sure that they had something to run for here. Taylor Morgan put up $20 as well towards this. You got one around up there on the top, slowed down. So big thanks to Taylor. He's watching from Mississippi tonight, wanted to contribute something to our veterans. And the top finisher amongst the guys that are non-racers, guys that, there's several of these guys that race or have raced a lot. The top finisher amongst the three that are non-racers, that would be the 99 of Joe Avello, the 28H of Billy Myers, or the 28X of Poppy Rodriguez. The top finisher of those three guys is going to take home an extra $100. That $100 is from Johnny Zachary on behalf of Freight Train Racing and Ralph McKinney. Ralph is a veteran, a Marine. Ralph McKinney. Hopefully he's watching tonight. He's a Marine, and we want to thank him for his service as well. My scorekeeper always correcting me, making sure I spell McCamey right. So the top finisher of those three guys is going to take home an extra $100. So that gray cart, that gray number 99, is in the running for that. The 28H that just pulled off the track. Was that him that pulled off the track? So Billy Myers is out. And, no, excuse me, that was Poppy Rodriguez that pulled off. We got to figure out what cart Billy Myers is in. Billy Myers is in the 99? Okay, we're told Billy Myers has switched over to the 99. And we have to figure out which cart the other guy is in. Billy Meyer might be the guy taking home $100 tonight. Right now, up front, the number 10, Mark Alsom. Mark Alsom. He drove from Fort Myers to get up here tonight to get the opportunity to drive this kart. He called me during the week, said, man, I'd like to have a chance to race in that race. What would it take to get up there? Again, seen a little race on Facebook that we were putting on. Seen that number 10 kart and said, man, I'd like to drive that one. That thing's fast. And right now, he's doing a darn good job out there in it. He's halfway home, halfway to $75. He checks over his shoulder. He is an Army veteran. Second place. That's a Marine out there. That's the 31 of Alex Sharkey. He's in the Taylor Morgan 31 gifts cart. Our flagman didn't get the memo that it was 20 laps. He's over here giving them halfway. Miscommunication. It's all good. They're out there having fun. I'm sure they'll take the extra laps. They don't get to do this all the time. Back there in third, Matt Swiatek in that 31X. Matt's been looking for a ride for the whole week. He finally picked up one. Brandon Britt let him drive his kart. Swiatek up there looking for second. He's riding in third right now. That was his daughter that sung the national anthem tonight, and his son finished second in the rookies. Side-by-side battle, Sharkey, Swiatek down into turn one. The slide job is on, and Matt Swiatek takes second. Little hop in the seat. Sharkey back up beside him. Now we're halfway home. Alsom is driving away with this thing. Now, he told us that he had done some racing in the past. And this Army veteran has figured out his way around the Bullring tonight. He catches Billy Myers, puts a lap on him, but I think Billy's pretty happy, or doesn't know it, but he's going to be really happy at the end of this race because he's going to get a $100 bill. Again, this is our veterans race. These are all veterans here, Memorial Day weekend, celebrating our veterans, paying our respects to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. And we're so grateful to have great veterans. And a lot of them here tonight with us to watch. Many of them out here racing now. Alsom now catching Papa Sig, putting a lap on him. Papa Sig, a Navy veteran, 70-plus years old, still races with us every week out here. Sponsors all of our kids' trophies, and that number 28 is also the sponsor of the trophies for this race. This race means a lot to him. The one in November means a lot to him. He's always trying to give back to his fellow veterans. The number 10, Mark Alsom, looking at 5 laps to go. 5 laps. Alsom. Swiatek in that number 31. X is still second. 31, the white 31 of Sharkey is third. So you got the Army leading, Coast Guard in second, Marines in third, and another Army in fourth. And we've got the Navy riding around in fifth. So all of the branches of our military represented out there on the track right now. Swiatek beating on the wheel. Papa Sig was in the line. We got a side-by-side battle for second. Sharky's going to take the position back. We've got 2 laps to go. And Alex Sharkey has taken the second position back from Matt Swiatek. Papa Sig was right there. Both of them picked a different line, and Swiatek has 2 laps to figure out how to get back to Sharkey. He's going to do it right here. Sharkey sideways off the top of turn 2. Swiatek to the bottom in the 31. There's contact going into 3. Swiatek slides it by. Sharkey drives it back out in there. There's a white flag lap. This one's put away right now for Mark Alsum, but that race for second is still hot. Off of turn 4. Army veteran in the number 10, Mark Alsum, is your winner. Winning our veterans race and Memorial Day weekend. While all that was going on, something happened over in turn 2. Swiatek is second. We've got karts everywhere. It will be Sharkey in third, as he's going to take third right here. This is the pass for third. And Chris Scraw will be fourth. If we could, all the veterans have trophies if we want to send them back out, the ones that pulled in. Everybody that raced in this race, I have trophies for them up here. So we like to take a group veterans picture. So please, down there, if you're on the grid, could you tell the veterans that were in it to come back out? Y'all can go down for a picture. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, y'all are welcome to come down. Now go ahead, I got it. Or you can slide down if you want. Oh, the hat. Hey, Jessica, can I get you to grab that hat, the Trump hat? Oh, she got it? Okay, thank you. First off, we got Bryant LaFrance over here. He gave up his ride tonight for a veteran. We want to make sure that we say thank you as well to GRE. This is a signs and banners and decals company. They gave a hat to the winner here. It's Goolsby Racing Enterprises. Y'all check them out online. Mark, wow. I mean, I just met you this week. Couple phone calls. Next thing you know, you're in victory lane over here at the veterans race. You know, a lot of guys tell me on the phone how good they can drive and that they got this covered and all that. I hear it all the time, but you came out here and proved it. Man, who do you want to say thanks to?
First, I'd like to say thanks to Mr. LaFrance here for putting in me in this fast Predator ride. That was, for being out of it 10 years, come back out, pull another win. Look forward to getting some more out here.
Awesome, man. We're glad to have you with us, and thank you for your service.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Matt Swiatek could not find a ride up until the last minute. Brandon Britt here stepped up, donated his cart. I recognize this one. This one come out of our shop a while back, and finally got you a ride. Your daughter sings the national anthem for us. Your son finishes second in rookies, and Dad comes home and he gets a second too. Who do you want to say thanks to tonight?
Oh, I got so many people to say thank you to. I got to say thank you to Brandon. Tim, I got to say thank you to you, man. You put on an amazing show. My daughter, my son, my brother, my wife, everybody. This is my first time in a kart in 2 years. No practice, no nothing. I just hopped in it and went. And now I'm going to go buy a kart, Tim. Damn you.
It's all my fault. Now he's going to go and buy a kart. Good job out there, man. We want to make sure we get all the pictures of everybody. Corey's right here. He'll get a picture of you. Oh, he's got to get some tire work. Hey, Corey, cameraman. Hey, they got to get some tires put on this cart, so we're going to let these guys get the picture so that the crew chief needs to get some tires put on this thing. So I'll get out of the way, let them get a picture, let them get their pictures taken, and then we'll finish up the interviews with our veterans. Billy, well, here's some good news. Billy Meyer, he finishes fifth tonight, but this time, fifth place comes with a special award. Well, on behalf of Johnny Zachary and Freight Train Racing from Ralph McKemmy, you are the highest finishing non-racer. You win $100.
Are you kidding me?
You are the recipient of that. On behalf of the Marines and Ralph, we wanted to say thank you for your service as well. And you'll be taking home $100 tonight.
Thank you very, very much. I'm pleased.
Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank the people that loaned me the cart. I don't know their name. You might know them.
That's the Taylor Jones family.
Taylor Jones. I want to thank him very much for a wonderful car. I handled good. My glasses fogged up. I couldn't see nothing. And I want to thank my son for bringing him here and helping me out a little bit too. So
big thanks to Billy Meyer for thanking him. Oh, you're very welcome. We appreciate you. So we got to get Papa Sig before he runs away too. Papa Sig, before you run off, we got to say thanks for sponsoring the trophies. Thanks for putting this on for our veterans. We know that this is very big on your heart. And, if y'all up there, y'all give Papa Sig a round of applause up there, because Papa Sig is the one that pays for all of our trophies for our kids' classes. He paid for these trophies tonight. And we know that the Navy isn't writing him a huge check every month, so he does this out of his heart. And we appreciate everything he does for our track.
Oh, I'm glad to do it. I'm glad to see the kids. A couple of them got their special stickers tonight that I had made up. But the whole thing of racing is get your kids out here and get them involved.
Well, we thank you for everything you do out here for us, Papa Sig. We appreciate you. Alex Sharkey, now you're going to have to look into the camera and explain to Taylor Morgan what happened out there.
You know, I was pushing and just tried to make some moves, and it didn't work out tonight. But big shout out to Taylor for putting me in the cart, and DAB Constructors and everyone making it happen.
You got to say hi to Taylor's mom too.
Hello, Taylor's mom.
Because every time we're on TV, we got to say hello to Taylor's mom, because she's got to get her shout out on TV or she's just not happy. And Taylor's there with her tonight. Well, she is one of our biggest fans. We're going to have to give her Top Fan Award this year. So we thank you for coming out. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you coming out here. And I think you got another race tonight? I do. Yeah, you get up there and go, man. Good luck. Box Stock 400 feature event. This one is for a $100 bill. That $100 bill is courtesy of Vega Racing Tire. Vega coming on board tonight. Wanting to put a little bit of money in somebody's pocket. Make sure if you come out here to the Bullring that you got some Vega tires on that cart, preferably the Vega yellows. The blues work pretty good out here as well. On a night like this, a blue might be the tire to beat. But definitely Vega yellows, thicks or thins, they work out here. TZ Motorsports parts trailers loaded with them over there. We do have an open tire rule here at the Speedway, but in the last 3 years, I have not seen very many other tires win here. I'd say 99.9% of the races have all been on Vegas. We got a little trouble over in turn one with something. And we'll get them fixed up. Clutch bolt is what we're being told. Those are pretty important. Crate 375, Crate 375, you're on deck. Crate 375, make sure you're at the grid and ready to go. This Box Stock 400 race, once we get the track cleared, will probably go pretty quick. So Crate 375. Maybe it wasn't the clutch bolt. Okay, maybe it was. Sean Haber the number 830. He will be starting on the pole. He is the trophy sponsor for all of our adult classes tonight. Sean Haber, New Image Landscaping. We appreciate Sean sponsoring trophies out here. Dylan Brown in the number 53 coming to run with us on a Friday night here at the Speedway. This should be a good one. They are 4 wide down the front straightaway. Haber to the point. We've got carts going all over the place down there. That's probably not going to work out well. I'm going to bet that somebody thinks that it was somebody else's fault. Just a hunch. So they'll get them lined back up again, and we'll try one more time. Sean Haber got a really good start that time. Wolf had Doc Deal in that number D13, the blue one on the inside there, fighting around for position. Doc is also a veteran. +70 years old, still comes out here, runs with us on a weekly basis, also runs over at Burbank Speedway. That man loves racing. Showed us some video of him in a drag car, and not just a regular street drag car. He got to launch out of the hole in what looked like a pro stock. So having some good life experiences, man. You gotta love it. Lights out on the Speedway. Haber, Brown. And we're green flag racing again here in the box stock 400. They're going to try to fan him out. Horton sideways into the side of Deal. I don't know where he was going on that one, but it did not work out because they shuffle him all the way to the back. Don Wolf all the way up to second to the side of Haber. Slides it through, but opens the door and just lets Brown through. Jeff Starr in that number 64. He brings it up to third. Sean Haber found some dirt there. Now Brian Horton, after sliding all the way to the back, is back up to fifth. And third, fourth, and fifth, you can slide a piece of paper in between them right now. The bounce is on. Starr gets about into the deal on that one. And Haber back to third. He's got Horton on his bumper. Wolf is right there. Brown slowing down the back straightaway a little bit. Had not a good run off of 2 there. And Wolf is able to get by. Pulls it down to the bottom. They're back in line. Don Wolf to the point at number 28. Brown to the corner, and Brown takes him around. There was some contact on that one. And Brown's going to go ahead and he knows. We don't know if Wolf got loose or what. Something happened there. Brown going to fire his back up. Make sure it's okay. And it looks like Brown's having a throttle issues there, not getting full throttle, so he's going to wheel it off the track. Oh, he got wrecked. I mean, when you get dumped like that, I mean, sometimes you do sit. Yeah. So the ruling on the track was that Brown spun out the 28, but the 28 didn't continue. He sat and pulled and drew the caution. So he was involved in the caution at that point. we ask you to continue on. Let the, especially if you get dumped like that. It looks like they fixed Brown's throttle on the track. Just saying. So I guess these two will be at the back of the pack together. So the front is always an interesting race, but you might want to focus towards the back. Haber at the front, Horton right there with him. Horton laying some bumper to the back bumper of Haber. That's 3 shots down the back straightaway. We know about letting the guy know you're there. Horton to the outside. Tries to drive around him, does not complete the pass, opens the door, and that's going to let Starr back through on the inside. Starr back to second, excuse me. While all that was going on, Wolf has found his way up and through, and Don Wolf all the way back to second place. Andy Partridge, Dylan Brown back there coming through the pack. Partridge moves up. Lets Brown get by. Horton gives a little tap on the back bumper of Wolf, says, I'm right here. Right now, though, Sean Haber out front. All that bumping around back there has helped him out. We're halfway home, box stock 400. And Brian Horton back to second. Crate 375. Crate 375, you're on the grid. Crate 375, you're on the grid. They fan them out. And while they're fanning, that lets Dylan Brown come back through. Haber with the lead. Brown closing in quickly. Horton and Wolf side by side back there for third. And we got one around. Partridge and Wolf getting together. Wolf up on the bank. And that is not a caution that Sean Haber wanted to see right there. So that's going to take away the lead that Haber had built up, and now he's going to have Dylan Brown on his bumper. For those of you who don't know Dylan, he runs in the Vega Dirt Series, runs in some other series. I've announced several of the races that he's been in. I've announced quite a few of his wins. So Sean Haber is going to have his hands full right now. Let's see what he can do with this one. This is your box stock 400 division. Brian Horton right there in third. Waiting to pounce if anything happens. Horton to the bumper of Brown there on the restart. Wasn't enough to shake him up. And Dylan Brown, big bumps there on the back of turn 2. Haber trying to hold it low. He's got the line down there. 2 laps to go. Sean Haber, Dylan Brown, Brian Horton. That's your top 3. Another bump right here. Brown to the inside. There's no stopping that move. And Dylan Brown's going to slide by on the inside. And we got one around. Brian Horton giving Sean Haber the e-ticket ride. These guys have really used their bumpers tonight. Maybe I shouldn't have started selling those bumper things in the front that allow you to make a little more contact. Flagman issuing the black flag for Brian Horton. He's made contact with several karts tonight. We are trying to get a little cleaner racing. And if you go back and watch the video on this one, I don't know if there's anything clean about it. It was probably dirtier racing than the dirt itself in some places. There's been several intentional hits. I know there's $100 to win and nothing for second. And sometimes that's what happens in a race like this. Crate 375, you're on the grid, and Predator 375, you'll follow. So we're going to the last completed lap. There was a lot of crazy right through there. So when we go back to green, it looks like it's going to be Brown, Partridge, Scott, Starr, Deal, and Haber. And now something's come loose on the 28 cart. Looks like his side cover might be loose on there. Might be a good time to push it in. Don't want to risk anything. That's a nice RPM motor right there. Looks like he might have lost a couple side cover bolts. And we're going to get back to green flag racing, 400 bucks stock. Dylan Brown, your leader. Scott right there with him in that number 50. Jeff Starr riding there in third. 2 laps to go. Scott to the bottom, taking the lead. Here comes Dylan Brown closing the gap up down the back straightaway. He didn't come here to run second. Little wobble through 3 and 4. White flags in the air. Scott's still your leader. One more lap. Down the back straightaway, Scott slides out, loses the line, allows Dylan Brown to get back by. Haber right there to the bumper, but Dylan Brown's going to get the win. Scott second, Haber third, Starr fourth. Crate 375, you're coming up next, followed by the Predator 375. Crate 375, Predator 375. Well, I said up there you didn't come here to run second. And that last lap, man, you come off of turn 2, and, man, you had the line right there, and whole shot down the back straightaway. Took it, man. You got anyone you want to say anything to?
I'd like to thank Kevin Smith Racing Engines, my dad, just everybody that helped put this go-kart together and get it running this weekend. It's got some kinks that needs to be fixed. Throttle hung. That's why I had to stop here, but I'm sorry I ran somebody over. It's just racing. I can't do nothing about that.
Well, good job out there tonight. You're in the 350 one too, right? Yep. Good luck, man. Well, I was going to interview Scott, but he's done. He's done. Sean Haber, did you finish a race?
I led the whole thing until I got dumped.
Sean Haber finished a race, y'all. His equipment finally came through for him. What do you want to say thanks to, man?
Well, I got the best engine builder in the business.
Well, Donnie, he's not sucking up a little bit now, is he? I mean, he's got a Donnie Arbogast racing engine on here. Looked good tonight. Plenty of power out there, running against some powerful karts out there. Some of the best engines in the business. And we got to take an extra second to say thank you, New Image Landscaping. You sponsored all of our trophies for the adult classes tonight, and we appreciate you doing that for us. So, y'all, New Image Landscaping, call this guy. Anything else, man?
I just want to thank my family for being here and thank my buddy Joe for helping me on tires. We pounded the hell out of them, you know. Hey, and believe it or not, those are Maxxis.
Maxxis. Oh. Oh. All right, we're going to work our way now into the crate 375s. You got it. So we got our crates out on the track now. All right, we got our crate 375s on the track right now. Predator 375 on deck. Box stock 350 will follow that one. And Run What You Brung will round out the evening. So your crate class tonight came into the night without a sponsor, and our very own tech man, Mr. Tornado Racing Engine himself, Mike Pageant, he threw $25 down, just said put it somewhere where they need it. So we'll at least make sure that the winner of this one can get their entry money back, basically have a free night at the track. Amber Connectal, your leader, that number 14. She was walking away in the heat race, took that one. So we'll try to get this crate 375 race back underway. You got your Predator 375s on deck. Amber Connectal leading them around to the green flag. 21 there. Buster Grissom getting a really good start, but he ends up going up the track. Now Rick Connectal to the bottom. Here comes Elizabeth Phillips down the inside. And they're going to go too wide into there, and Elizabeth Phillips gets around in turn 3. And she's hung up on the berm. The flagman's right arm is going to be twice the size of his left arm before the end of the night. We appreciate all y'all hanging around. We know you want to see that box stock 350 race, and we really know you want to see that Run What You Brung race tonight. All right, so the last completed lap, Amber Connectal actually was still your leader. So they're saying Amber's going to be the leader. Remember, we always, in basically all forms of racing, go back to the last completed lap. They're going to bring him back around here. Flagman looking him over. Going to say, nope, we're not in order yet. Elizabeth Phillips doing some donuts on the front straightaway.